Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Episode 3 reinforces Penny's replacement, and she gets a much better arc than The Big Bang Theory gave Kaley Cuoco's character. Much of the focus of Chuck Lorre's TV franchise has been on Sheldon. Jim Parsons' character was entertaining and funny, so while The Big Bang Theory was technically an ensemble, the major storylines in the sitcom were devoted to him. That said, Penny was the secret element that made the series the smash hit that it became. The original The Big Bang Theory pilot didn't work, but things changed when Cuoco boarded the project. Sadly, just because Penny was important in the series and its overall success, it didn't mean that The Big Bang Theory knew how to handle the character. Cuoco's role was the viewer's perspective in the series, as it tackled the joys and struggles of being supposedly social outcasts. Unfortunately, The Big Bang Theory's problematic humor, especially in its earliest years, always used Penny as a punchline. Over time, and as Cuoco started sharing creative input on her character, the depiction of Penny got better. However, The Big Bang Theory franchise's treatment of her replacement emphasizes how mistreated Leonard's wife was. First Marriage Episode 3 highlights how similar Mandy and Penny are. Sheldon's former sister-in-law and best friend are the same. When Mandy was introduced, young Sheldon already drew parallels between her and Penny. In the prequel, she was firm but empathetic, especially when dealing with Sheldon when he was getting out of line. Her dream was in the media, but she was forced to work in the service industry to make ends meet. Even Mandy's relationship with Georgie had shades of Penny and Leonard's dynamic. In Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage Episode 3, Secret, Lies, and a Chunk of Change, the parallel between Mandy and Penny becomes more apparent, as the outing delves into the past. In the episode, Georgie discovers that his wife not only has a shopping problem, but she also once paid for a no-good boyfriend, something that Penny also did in The Big Bang Theory. In fact, both of Mandy's financial issues in Georgie and Mandy's first marriage were plots for Cuoco's character in the nerd-centric sitcom. The difference now is, Georgie's attempts to solve Cece's mom's problems are baked into their issue, while Penny relied on Leonard and his friends for help to solve her monetary woes. First Marriage gives Mandy a better storyline than Penny. Mandy gets a proper story in First Marriage as its co-lead. Mandy has only been in the Big Bang Theory franchise since Young Sheldon Season 5. Despite that, her story is already shaping up to be much better than Penny's. As a clarification, this doesn't mean that she will have a better ending than Cuoco's character, although her The Big Bang Theory finale's fate had its own problems. This means that Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage is doing a good job tackling Mandy's story, as it devotes time to seeing her go through various stages of her life, as a wife, mother, daughter, and independent woman. In its earliest seasons, Penny's role in The Big Bang Theory was to be the pretty woman living across the hall from Sheldon and Leonard. She was a wannabe actress who wasn't that good at it and was forced to work at the Cheesecake Factory. Penny was often depicted as dumb, especially by Sheldon, even though she was actually wise. It didn't help that Howard would repeatedly hit on her despite already turning him down, and Mary would judge her based on her romantic liaisons. It took years before The Big Bang Theory gradually shifted its depiction of Penny. Can Kaley Cuoco's Penny still return in The Big Bang Theory franchise? While Penny is highly unlikely to be even just a recurring character in the new series, a one-time appearance can offer an idea about how life has been for her and Leonard since The Big Bang Theory ended. Aside from possibly solving the Leonard is dead mystery, it can also justify her divisive final fate in the nerd-centric sitcom. At this point, this is the best that Lorre and his team can do to make up for how they handled Penny's pregnancy arc. In the sprawling universe of The Big Bang Theory, where intellect often clashes with everyday absurdities, Penny, played brilliantly by Kaley Cuoco, served as a crucial anchor. Her journey from aspiring actress and waitress to pharmaceutical sales rep not only provided comic relief but also grounded the show's eccentricity with her relatable charm. However, as the franchise expands with the anticipated Big Bang Theory spin-off series, the introduction of Penny's replacement offers a fresh perspective that many fans believe enhances the narrative in ways Cuoco's character could not. Enter Lila Hart, a new character poised to take Penny's place in the lives of the beloved nerds of Pasadena. Lila is introduced as a brilliant neuroscientist who moves in next door to Sheldon and Amy, immediately stirring intrigue with her quick wit and cutting-edge research on cognitive functions. Unlike Penny, whose character arc often revolved around her romantic entanglements and struggles in the entertainment industry, Lila's story delves into the complexities of balancing a high-powered career with the social challenges that come with being a woman in a male-dominated field. A refreshing take on female representation. Lila's character development showcases a modern representation of women in science, navigating both professional hurdles and personal relationships. In contrast to Penny's often superficial encounters with the scientific community, where she felt like an outsider, Lila embodies a more nuanced struggle. She faces the daily battles of imposter syndrome and workplace bias while also managing her ambitious research goals. This storyline resonates deeply in an era where female representation in STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics is crucial, encouraging viewers to see women not just as love interests but as formidable characters with their own journeys. Stronger friendships, deeper connections. While Penny provided comic relief and often acted as the every woman for the group, Lila's intellectual prowess allows her to forge more profound connections with the male leads, particularly with Raj and Howard. Her presence creates a new dynamic. Rather than being the object of their affection or confusion, Lila becomes a collaborator, engaging them in scientific discussions that often lead to hilarious misunderstandings. In one particularly memorable episode, Lila invites Raj to assist her in a research project involving brain mapping. The episode cleverly juxtaposes their friendship and budding partnership with the absurdity of Raj's past romantic mishaps, highlighting how Lila's intelligence and ambition provide him with the confidence he had been lacking. The comedic result is a refreshing take on friendship, moving beyond the romantic undertones that often overshadowed Penny's interactions with the guys. Complexity in relationships. Lila's relationship with Leonard also diverges significantly from the classic Penny-Leonard dynamic. Instead of a typical romantic tension that defines much of their interactions, Lila and Leonard engage in intellectual sparring matches that reveal deeper aspects of their personalities. Their exchanges are rife with sarcasm, humor, and the occasional rivalry,